issues are dearly departed. Please know we love you and we miss you.
Calling, still hear them calling. Black snow was falling.
Man, I can see it now. I'd planned on taking and recording 8 or 10 reactions a night and try to get something from my main channel done too, and that's probably out the window because after this is over with, I'm gonna be looking up and seeing what all I can find on this because it sounds like another case of government corruption going to fuck the people. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Eclectic Beard Reactions. I've looked at Ghost of Grenfell 1. We'll look at 2. The first one was just some limited stuff that I've looked at. And all I did was looked at basically the first 10 paragraphs. And I'm going to look into this more because I'm sure there's a lot more than what Wikipedia is taking a letting on. Because this is just, it's an absolute tragedy what happened. The first one was really heavy to take and listen to. Just even taking a look at the first, just what little bit I saw. It's one of those very heavy, breaks your heart listening to it, basically. So we're going to go ahead and listen to this one and see how this sounds.
Black snow on a summer's night, cold shoulders on a summer's day. Invisible violence becomes visible in such a sudden way. Black snow on a summer's night, cold shoulders on a summer's day. Invisible violence becomes visible. 12 months, no arrest made, the image in our head stayed.
12 months, no arrests. No, good and damn well. Just from, like I said, all I read was like 6 or 7 paragraphs on this. And there were multiple, for like 5-6 years before this happened, complaints over safety issues between emergency lighting and even like condemned fire extinguishers. No arrests made. The whole fucking property management should be in jail. And they should rot there for the rest of their lives. And people in government in the area should be in jail too.
Violence becomes visible. 12 months, no arrests made, the image in our head stayed. Stressed faces press the windows looking for an escape. Seems they underestimate this corner of the West Way. Witnesses to the crime, we fear a whitewash is the end game. Minister, what was your relationship with Mark Allen? Been waiting 12 months for answers, still we can't have them. Windows to our souls, witness anguish that you can't fathom. No disrespect intended, troubled water wasn't our anthem. Carnival on the soul of Kelso Cochrane. What you think would develop on the strength of those names over 70? Everyday people, no celebrities. We're left here picking up pieces of broken memories. No more to big business, fiddling regulations. Grenfell Action Group, the most tragic of vindications. From sympathy of a nation to most uncomfortable of issues are dearly departed. Please know we love you and we miss you.
Calling, still hear them calling. Black snow was falling.
Man, I can see it now. I'd planned on taking and recording 8 or 10 reactions a night and try to get something from my main channel done too, and that's probably out the window because after this is over with, I'm gonna be looking up and seeing what all I can find on this because it sounds like another case of government corruption going to fuck the people, and lives being lost does not matter.
From the corners of my mind, I hear you calling. Still hear them calling. Black snow was falling. From the corners of my mind, I hear you
Invisible violence becomes visible. Thinking is uncritical. Listen to some thinking we're simple and dumb. Criminals, hard and battered hearts, haven't laughed in a good while. But Stormzy at the Brit Awards made the neighborhood smile. Out your mind if you think we're satisfied with platitudes. Questions for RB Casey, Celotex and Sajid Javid too. Is nihilism sets in and the breakdown start? Slow creep of bureaucratic violence strains our hearts. Feeling like an empty vessel, staring at an empty vessel. Corporate hijack of regulations, very detrimental. Human life the cost, how can we not be feeling sentimental? Goosebumps crush your skin when you feel the breath of death against you. Bet you never went through that cursed night of haunted sounds, that wretched cladding falling down. Since then, death is all around. They say that after every storm, there is a dawn. Knocking on heaven's door, we mourn forevermore.
Calling, still hear them calling, like snow was falling. From the corners of my mind, I hear you calling, still hear them calling, like snow was falling. From the corners of my mind, I hear them.
A place where the flames took everything that is sacred. We're planting seeds for trees we might not sit in the shade of. Combustible and still legal. Regulations feel feeble, never again. Moment neoliberalism kills people for innocence tarnished and beauty that was lost. Regulations disregarded. It's the human that's the cost. Hospitals, hotels and schools. How could we forget that? Up and down the country there's people sleeping in death traps with an end to the disdain. Better bow your heads in silence when we're mentioning their names. We are for survivors rehoused in the best place. Still we demonstrate against bonfires of red tape. We're for the companies and council held accountable. Climbing up the mountain though its height seems insurmountable. From the bottom of our lungs, truth, justice and peace for all of the lost ones.
Calling, still hear them calling, like snow was falling. From the corners of my mind, I hear you calling, still hear them calling, like snow was falling. From the corners of my mind, I hear them. Blood is on your hand, there'll be ashes on your grave. Like a phoenix we will rise. The blood is on your hands, there'll be ashes on your grave. Like a phoenix we will rise. We will never give up, we will never give in, we will never give out. We will rise, we will rise, we will never give up, we will never give in, we will never give out. We will rise, we will rise.
Do me a favor, please. Take and give me a bit of backstory. Or point me in the direction of some backstory. Before I'm requested to take and listen to songs like Ghost of Grenfell. Because, man, if you're not... I don't even think that'll take and prepare you for the way someone like Lowkey can just paint a picture that touches your soul. Because that right there is just so painful to take and hear. And it's not pain in the voice as much as it's pain in the words. The pain conveyed in the words. It's It's a crying damn shame. I'm hoping a lot of folks wind up going to jail for that. Just reading a little bit that I've read. Like I said, I plan on doing 8 or 9 reactions tonight. And that's probably not going to happen now. And that's because now I got to know. I've got to take and know what the intricacies of this case are. Because the human toll on this of 70 people dead. There's so many more that were injured, and the fact that people for so long were taking and complaining about the conditions as far as the safety, because even like the council did safety reports from what I understand, and a lot of the stuff failed, and yet people are still allowed to take and live in this without it being renovated or the safety standards brought up to code. It just, I don't understand that. I don't get it. That's overlooked by people because money's changing hands. It's the only explanation there is for it when something like this happens. So, and this right here, apparently a year after, and they're still searching for answers. I'm sure they still are at this point. It's heartbreaking to hear stuff like that. It really is. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, and notification bell. Y'all keep giving me recommendations of what you want to hear or see me react to. Y'all have a lovely one. Peace.